Welcome to This Day God Has Made in the series Wisdom from On High with Pastor Clinton Macomber. This is November 23, and our title is Self-Control is Better. Proverbs 23:2, and put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite. Proverbs 23:2. Again, Proverbs 23:2, and put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite. Proverbs 23:2. Appetite is a Hebrew word that is normally translated soul in Scripture. The soul is the immaterial part of a person. That's the breathing part, the heart part, the feelings part, the will, the wishes, emotions, desires, hopes, dreams, dislikes, habits, etc. Only human beings have souls. This word is used over 700 times in the Old Testament. Proverbs 23:2. And put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite. Proverbs 23:2. Self-control means ceasing from sin. Matthew 18:8. Wherefore if thy hand or thy foot offend thee, cut them off, and cast them from thee. It is better for thee to enter into life halt or maimed, rather than having 2 hands or 2 feet to be cast into everlasting fire. Self-control means ceasing from sin. Proverbs 23:2. And put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite. Proverbs 23:2. Self-control is ceasing from lust. 1 Peter 2:11. Dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts, which war against the soul. Self-control is ceasing from lust. Proverbs 23:2. And put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite. Proverbs 23:2. Self-control is being with Jesus. Luke 8:35. And they went out to see what was done and came to Jesus and found the man out of whom the devils were departed, sitting at the feet of Jesus, clothed and in his right mind, and they were afraid. Self-control is being with Jesus. Proverbs 23:2. And put a knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given to appetite. Proverbs 23:2. Self-control means limiting friends. Deuteronomy 13:6-8. If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, or thy friend, which is as thine own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, Let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers, namely of the gods of the people which are round about you, nigh unto thee, or far off from thee, from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth, thou shalt not consent unto him, nor hearken unto him, neither shall thine eye pity him, neither shalt thou spare, neither shalt thou conceal him. Self-control means limiting friends. Proverbs 23:2. And put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite. Proverbs 23:2. Self-control means being on guard. Deuteronomy 4:9. Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life. But teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons. Self-control means being on guard. Proverbs 23:2. And put a knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given to appetite. Proverbs 23:2. Self-control is wearing armor. Romans 13:12. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Self-control is wearing the armor. Proverbs 23:2. And put a knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given to appetite. Proverbs 23:2. Self-control is part of a process. 2 Peter 1:5-7. And beside this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness, and to godliness brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness charity. Self-control is part of a process. Proverbs 23:2. And put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite. Proverbs 23:2. Self-control is for spiritual development. Philippians 3:8-9. Yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Christ my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Christ, and be found in him, not having mine own righteousness, which is of the law, but that which is through the faith of Christ, the righteousness which is of God by faith. Proverbs 23:2. And put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite. Proverbs 23:2. One more time. Proverbs 23:2. And put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite. Proverbs 23:2. Self-control is better. May you be blessed on this great day God has made.